We're really wrapping things up, inching towards that finish line. So I need to tell you that today is the 27th of February and we are still working and things are still going on and still have to be finished. Just so you know, we haven't snuck in without telling you. That's the glass. Safely out of the way.
Ótimo. Cima da direita. Agora pegamos em peso nele, vira-se e vai já à direita, para fora. Agora aqui já é mais fácil andar à direita.
That is one seriously heavy piece of kit. And then one day, Hassan and Mohammed came and cleared out all of the equipment. Well, not all of it, a full lorry load of equipment. And we said our goodbyes. Ano.
Sim, mais ou menos.
Mais ou menos.
Sim, agora já acabou. Tchau,
Tchau,
bye
tchau.
bye. É o menos. Ela.
Tchau, muito obrigada.
Obrigado para aqui também.
Não é possível sem vocês.
Obrigado.
Sem vocês. Muito obrigada. We weren't too sure whether we would see them again, maybe for a day or half a day or something like that. But it was a happy and sad moment. And then after the steps were done, the little back veranda steps, it was time for the three musketeers, Rui, Antonio and Manel, to bid farewell for the last time. It's been over a year, just over a year, and it's been incredible. I hope you've enjoyed watching them transform this pile of rocks into the most wonderful home for us. Oh, here goes nothing. Rui told me all I need to do is put a bit of plaster over this. And Antonio told me to just use small amounts. This is kind of making me hungry. You want to know why? Looks like icing. So I bought all these tools, kind of got carried away with myself. And I was looking at this and I thought, it's a bit lumpy. Don't know how you get something sort of smooth. And then I realised that there's these plastic guards on it because these things are razor sharp, when they're new anyway. If there's any plasterers out there, and I know I have cousins that are absolutely wonderful plasterers. If they saw this, I think they would cry. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. Or as they say in Portugal, no arisca, no petisca. Which is a funny wee saying because it means no risk and you get no risk, no arisca and no petishka. That's those little snacks that you have, like deep fried snacks. So if you don't take a risk, you don't get any wee snacks. Ruby taught me this trick with the, with a bit of insulation foam. Thunder and lightning outside. So when she'll say the electrician comes around, she'll probably think, jeepers, what kind of shonky work was Antonio? He must have had too much wine. I'll have to admit to the shame. My new YouTube channel, Plastering Like a Master. Master Plasterer. Oh dear. Oh, you beauty. Did you see that? Oh, yes. Oh, yes. I want to go home now. I'm actually looking at this cheesecake that I've made, and I think it looks like plaster, because that's how my mind's working at this time. I think I should have removed some of the seeds. Oh, I'm actually having tea. That's breakfast. I had to slither this scaffolding from the far side of the room today because I'm on my own. And I want to get this primed so that I can get behind where the chimney for the fireplace is going to go in. So you're not really going to see anything, so I do apologise again, but it's dead boring and really, really slow. So what can I do? So I got this little scraper and you can see what I'm trying to scrape off. I can't put the camera up here at the same time as doing it. It is really good fun. Aside from when I see what needs to be sanded as well. So I got a little sanding block as well. And I'll just get to it. This house is totally messing with my head because I like to work methodically, left to right, right to left, top to bottom, bottom to top, whatever you fancy. But here, I've started painting in the middle. I've painted up above the fireplace because I'm a bit worried that, well, not worried, I'm kind of hoping that the fireplace guy, the plumber is going to come back and put the chimney in for the fireplace tomorrow. So let's get this bit done first, which is why I'm doing this. But as you can see, it is really boring to watch. There's nothing to see. I'm putting on the primer. It's just up and down that little stool. I've got the scaffolding over here because I've only got a single line to paint. It's not up and down and around the rafters. And I can only reach as far as the rafters here. And even on the scaffolding, I cannot reach to cut in around that. So that's going to have to be another job for Dan. But at the same time, if I can get the most of this done, that saves a little bit of time. So it's a bit faster doing things together. A lot faster doing things together. Probably 3 times faster. But that's how it is, little by little. Progress is made. I seem to have spent about 3 days sanding, thinking, oh gosh, there's still nothing done. Sanding and filling, sanding and filling. And I've got to the stage where I'm going, you know what? This is our house. If it's good enough for us, that's good enough. We are not looking for perfection. It is not a perfect house. Perfect for us and perfectly beautiful. But it's not like a brand new build. We're seriously earning our kitchen with this job. Anyway, I'll get back to it, and I've done the bathroom, and let's see what else. I've just got to finish Dan's office. Like I say, it doesn't really look anything different, only fresher. So some of you have been wondering what we're going to do with damp heating and things like that. So we've got a fireplace, and we're also digging French drains. So that's going on at the moment. Meanwhile, I'm back at the painting. I ran out of paint last night and it was just as well because it was 6 o'clock by the time I finished up. And I've now used a full tin. I think it's 25 litres. I think it's about 120 euros for 1 tin of primer. Holes everywhere. Dan's come and finished the big room, done the high part that I couldn't reach. Yesterday we managed to finish both rooms, the big room and Dan's office. So we are making progress. But the rest of the house, although there isn't a great deal of work to be done, we do have to wait for the plumber and the electrician to come and do the finishing parts. So we'll just continue to plod on with the painting. But I'm glad Dan's here because when there's nobody here and I'm just here on my own, oh golly, I have nobody to talk to.
No, but
I know I talk and Dan just So that's why I talk a lot. Because if I didn't talk, it would be a silent house. You're not going to stick that on your head like I saw you do yesterday?
no, not
That
so
tape off? So if you're wondering how that plastering job that I did in Dan's office ended up, well, not too bad actually. How you going, Dan?
Good, I'm just cleaning the plaster off the roof.
I know, we're always doing that. So we have moved the scaffolding around and around and around so many times. Now we have bought ourselves a brand new treat. Wheels. This will make it easier to go up and down this corridor. I'm working in Dan's office at the minute. It's a bit like a crime scene. All this plastic around. I'm going to spray these walls. So I just want to say thank you to each and every one of you who took the effort and the time to come up with suggestions and advice for what we could use on the walls. In the end, we found another builder has given us the name of a product that they have used over the last 15 years, more or less, and they've used it on schist walls, and it's actually a satin, so not quite a matte, and it works really well. The walls breathe, it's permeable, water-based, and that is what I'm going to use in here. I'm trying to get this room finished up today because that gentleman, Adam, has also left me his compressor to use because we don't own a compressor, and I can whiz through these walls super fast with a compressor. But for now, I'm just going to continue on putting on this flipping plastic. That's the only words I can say. This stuff is really staticky, which is great because it sticks. If you can hear any noises of drilling, that's the electricians working downstairs for the storage rooms, the sheds. So this is the utility, the laundry area, all painted and nice and fresh. And my Dan's just cleaning off the woodwork. Is that your boat scraping gadget?
Varnish scraper.
Varnish scraper. You're about to see some of the most exciting part of the day. Well, Joao asked me to come over here at 3 o'clock. I came over here this morning and Joao said he was putting in, Joao the plumber, said he was putting in the radiators and he wanted me to pop over about 3 o'clock to see what was going on. And I came over and you will not believe what has gone on. We have our regulation guards on the windows and the veranda. Gosh, I'm trying to step back here. Give you the full view. Now the veranda feels a little bit more room-like. We can dance till our heart's content and nobody's going to fall off. We're also wondering, do you really want to watch us move in, or is that something that's just too boring? Because what we will tell you is that our house is not going to look like ready, like some designer set it up. It's just us plodding along as we go and working towards probably taking years to finish it to the way we would really like. So we're not going to have everything when we move in. So please, if you don't want to see that, or you do, let us know down below.